What's up, everybody, and welcome back to an all-new episode of Brent Watches Babylon 5 for the first time. Today, I'm watching the second episode of our spinoff series, Crusade. The title of this one is The Long Road. My prediction from last week is this is literally going to be what it's about, a long road. I think that they're going to be going through like a section of space where the nickname of it is the long road, and it's like a long, dangerous, arduous trip. But in order to find whatever they need to find with the cure, they're going to have to go to the other side of this road, and so they got to travel the road. That's my guess. Is that what really happens? I don't know. You guys probably know, or not, because, I don't know, apparently not a ton of people have really watched this series. So let's all find out together what this episode is all about. Hey, listen, while you guys are here, please make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hey, listen, if you want more of what we've got going on, you can catch all the behind the scenes footage of this video, which is made for YouTube, but you catch all the behind the scenes over on Patreon. If you want a video that is made exclusively for Patreon, Jeff does his reaction video over there, made just for Patreon. You guys head over there, it's patreon.com/Babylon5First. All right, with that, let's go ahead and jump into today's episode, The Long Road from Crusade. I gotta tell you guys, I'm excited. I know, we're gonna jump in. I'm excited because after last week, I loved last week's episode. So let's jump into this one and see what's going on. Still with that weird music, man. Ooh, rumbling, thud. I love subtitles. They're so funny.
It's here again.
Can't be.
I am telling you, man, it is out there. I just saw it.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man, it's out there. This dude looks like he's wearing a Ghostbusters outfit.
It's back. Tell him to send troops, ships, anybody with a gun. We need help.
Send everybody. She's just gonna go back to doing what she was doing. What is that? Is that an eyeball? Was that an? Is this a big monster episode? Was that an eyeball? Like I saw it like had like a cat eye. Like, is that what that was? Basketball. You know what? Sheridan liked to play baseball. Gideon likes to play basketball. Dude, stop. I don't know if you guys on YouTube can see it with the watermark, but there's the boxing lady. Her whole thing is, vroom, vroom. I'm not sure what this does. Granted, I'm not a boxer. I don't spend a whole lot of time in the gym, as you might be able to tell, but she's just, whoa. That's funny to me. I have no business making fun of anybody in a gym. I just want to be clear that I understand that, but this is funny to me.
Apparently, they're trying to bring in materials they say will help fight the plague back home. They're having trouble with the local population, and they'd like us to help out.
I'm always happy to lend a hand. What's the location?
Regular 4.
The Long Road? That's the thing with it. That's a dragon? There's no way that thing's real. That's got to be like a hollow projection or something. There's no way that's real. Oh my gosh.
Who do you serve? And who do you trust?
Why does that become one phrase? He serves Lockley. That's what it is. That's the answer there. Does this show have a Western episode? Does it really have? Oh, are those strawberries? She looks like somebody from Stargate Atlantis.
And who do you trust?
The questioner. It just said questioner. You and I know that's Lorian.
Did they say what color it was?
Gold with red eyes. Why?
No reason, just curious.
He knows. He
Well, I'll go
totally
get ready to meet them
knows.
then.
I haven't invited you yet.
You will.
Revealed that humans on
that
regular
Marshall
4
T?
had an average lifespan of 15 years beyond Earth normal. Now, there appears to be a mineral in the water supply that counteracts most viruses.
It is
Sort of a
Marshall
natural
T.
antiviral
Yeah.
agent.
You're strip mining the place.
Being more aggressive, yes. There's too much at stake not to.
I think we had an
That's where
episode
the
of this on
problem's
Stargate called Spirits.
The control circuits on half a dozen shuttles were completely fused shortly after landing on Regular 4. 12-ton cargo transport disappeared entirely from our planetside base for 2 days.
This is a technomage world, isn't it? Technomages? That's what it is? That's what's causing all this stuff? I'm watching everything in this
You've seen some
episode through the
pretty
eyes of
strange
Gideon
stuff
knows
out
what's
there,
going on
Captain.
because it's a technomage
Any
thing.
thoughts?
If you two go alone, we can't guarantee your
Who is
safety.
that?
We can
He
look
looks
after
so
ourselves.
familiar.
And I have reason to believe that we won't be in any danger.
Yes,
Would you
because
like to share that reason with me?
No, not yet.
because it's all technomages.
Not until I'm sure.
You know something about this, don't you?
Perhaps. And if I'm right, it's definitely something you should see.
And if you're wrong?
Oh, well, that hardly seems likely, does it?
I like the bravado there. Oh, is this the Western episode? Is this the Western episode? Oh man, this music's so bad. You know, I didn't mind it in the first episode, but this is not good. It needs to have like a Western theme to it. I swear that's like a cow skull on the side of the building there.
Get out of our village.
Yeah, we were just...
I said get the hell out. We don't want your kind around here.
This is Galen. This is Galen.
Leave them alone. They belong to me.
He's a technomage. I called it. I called it.
How did you find me?
A gold dragon? You used to pull that one out for children at parties. You might as well have put up a sign with your name on it.
Yes. Yes, well, it's a classic. Classics never grow old, do they? It's archetypal, it's Jungian, it's
Jungian.
just that I
That's a $1,000 word there for you, isn't it?
especially golden ones.
I just think we should talk.
Talk.
Yes,
Talk.
follow me.
Y'all, I love this episode already. I really do. I hope it stays on point because I am having so much fun.
Mind the bowls.
You said you were a technomage. You left?
No, they did. Just as the Shadow War was gearing up, rode out the war in some safe place where we couldn't be found. Rank cowardice, if you ask me. It was always painfully surprising to me that you went along with them.
I followed my teacher. I believed I had an obligation.
You did. What a pity you confused the one with the other.
Dang, I need to hear
take
that
it that
again.
you're
You know, this raises another question, though. If Alwyn didn't go with the technomages, and he thought that Galen might not as well, even though he did, who else didn't go? Was it literally out of all the technomages, Alwyn was the only one who didn't go with them into hiding? Or are there other technomages who didn't go into hiding? And then if so, who are they and where are they? It's a good question, I think.
Alwyn.
Of what? Wait, I'm sorry.
Shadow
Confused one with what other? His teacher and
You
his
said you
obligation,
were
and confused
a
those two.
technomage. You left?
I wonder what the obligation is that the technomages feel.
It was always, what a pity you confused the one with the other.
That's that's such a great exchange. I feel like there's so much there to chew on that.
Why this campaign of terror?
Terror? Do you want to see what a campaign of terror really looks like? Do you?
Yeah, show the effects of
Come
what
with
you're
me.
doing. Go ahead. It may help all the people back home, but what about the people here?
The mineral thereafter is a natural antiviral agent, all of which is being destroyed by this little operation of yours. Tried to convince them to mine elsewhere, away from the village, but they would not listen. This is where it is easier to dig out, all in the name of speed and efficiency. Damn everyone here who is affected by it. These people here have been displaced. They have lost their homes.
Have you tried talking to Captain Daniels?
Tried, failed. He won't listen. Why should he? I mean, what are a few lives here compared with billions back at home? I have tried.
You know what?
To make it.
I like this because in some ways, and let's just assume that all the inhabitants here are Earthlings, colonists from Earth. This very much flies in the face of that old Star Trek idea of the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. In this case, the needs of the few are just as valid as the needs of the many. I've never been a fan of the idea of needs of the many outweigh needs of the few, except for a personal decision that affects only you. I cannot wait to talk to Jeff about this episode.
One day this will turn to violence, and when that happens, your kind will come here with ships and guns and bombs.
And there is nothing here that can stop them.
Wrong. I will be here. Galen, you know what I can do. So far, I have held back. But if they come with guns, they will leave
In body bags.
in boxes.
I like it. Hey, listen. He's right to defend them. I have no qualms with that.
You could stay on here after I have gone and help guide them.
I go my own way, Alwyn.
That's not a bad
always have.
offer, but Galen.
I cannot be responsible
Galen's
for
right
others.
Here. Galen's right
Galen.
here. Yeah.
There's been a problem. A dozen or so workers at the mining operation have been taken hostage. They're saying unless the ships leave and the mining stops, the hostages will be killed.
I didn't do it.
Promotion only comes from combat experience, Lieutenant, and it's time that you got some.
I like that. I like him making his dude step up and whatnot, right? Fly through his heart. Yeah, buddy. Secret's out.
Like I said, just smoke and mirrors.
Who is this guy?
Continue on to the target.
More importantly, where else do I know him from? It's driving me crazy. Driving me crazy.
Alwyn, listen to me. This isn't a clean fight anymore. Your people have taken hostages. You know that's wrong.
I told you if they come with guns and ships, I will stop them.
Any weapons? No, sir. All right, people.
Because they're not a violent people.
You were gonna tell me where you're holding my people.
Here comes Alwyn. Oh, there's the smoke. Let's get it. Man, we get techno mages. Oh, the glow.
Leave them alone. Get out of the way, old man. Don't mess with things you
Is
don't
he gonna get
understand.
shot? Is Alwyn gonna get killed here?
That's funny. We were about to tell you the same thing.
Just more tricks. Holograms. They can't hurt you.
Oh yeah, they can. Watch it.
Your own design?
For the holy demons.
They're busting through. Dude, this is so Western. They're busting through the saloon.
You don't need them for more than that.
Oh! Hit the guy with
They're
the
a very
stool.
nice touch.
Actually, we've been captured also.
We can beat them, Alwyn.
You can't hope to win against a superior force like this. Sooner or later, they will beat you. You have to be reasonable.
That's fair.
We don't have to be reasonable. Not as long as we have him.
I don't feel.
Claire?
What's wrong with
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
There's something about the antiviral thing that they're trying to mine out.
It's the antiviral compound.
If we've been drinking it for years, why is it a problem now?
Because you are saturated with it, this dust constitutes an overdose, a deadly one.
That's it then. If we tell Captain Daniels this, he'll have to stop.
You think he will? He will say it's a trick.
Mm-hmm.
He will say this disease has nothing whatsoever to do with the mining operation.
Yep.
And let me try and convince them.
That is entirely like what happens today. I mean, gosh, talk about holding up a mirror to society on this episode. Holy cow. How often do we see a corporation doing something that winds up with negative effects of the health? And their whole answer is, well, it's not us. It's not what we're doing. You know, oh, what? Putting sugar in everything? Oh, sugar's not bad for you. It's fat. Fat is what really gets you. Yeah. What? Cigarettes, nicotine, tobacco, those aren't hurting anybody. That's not anything. I mean, you know, Alwyn's not wrong. That is what's going to happen.
We've got to do things our way. A life for a life.
Oh, don't be a fool.
For crying out loud.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
This was such a nice, quiet planet. If you choose their weapons, you will become no better than they are. You choose their tactics, and you will lose your way of life.
So good. Oh my gosh, so good. Such good stuff.
Everything that made this a fine and decent place in which to live, you will lose.
We won't give up the hostages.
I love this actor.
If you try to take them from us by force.
Force? I would not use force against you. I must settle this in my own way, and you will all bear the consequences.
Now, I've often said on this show, you are responsible for what you do. You cannot blame your actions on other people.
Analysis of the woman's condition.
Send her off to a medical facility closer to home. And
That could take weeks. We don't have that kind of time. You have to shut down the operation and move it somewhere else, away from the people down there.
that could cost us a hell of a lot of time and money. We have a perfectly fine operation going here. We're not about to change it now.
A techno-mage has access to extremely powerful forces. He can destroy your ship, Captain.
Gideon, we don't have the facilities to knock down a planetary target in time to stop him, but you do.
Captain.
Damn it, Gideon! Do you want the blood of every man and woman who dies aboard this ship on your hands?
Won't be on his hands. I told you to stop.
Ready main guns to fire. Fire.
Did he destroy the mine and then destroyed Alwyn in the process? I knew Alwyn wasn't going to make it out of this episode alive. I knew he wasn't. I bet Alwyn knew what was going to happen.
Is it me?
I'll
or
bet he
are the
knew.
mornings getting colder?
Is he still there?
Cut that one awfully close.
Oh, it wasn't as bad as it looked.
What will you do now?
Move on, I suppose.
I'll miss you. It's been nice to have someone from home to talk to.
You can't fool me, Galen. You are home.
Mm-mm.
Just don't realize it yet. I will see you.
When I see you.
On the other side.
I don't think he's talking about the planet being home.
These people could use someone like you. Once the mission's over, you could come back here. Have yourself a home.
I have a home.
There it is. Doug Netter. There you go. I know that name. All right. All right. Well, that was the episode, The Long Road. Didn't even really understand the name of the episode till the very end. I'm not sure that I still fully understand it. Just the long road of life, the long road of traveling the universe, doing whatever you're supposed to do. What an episode. This was an incredible episode. Holy cow. Like, people talk about how, I've heard nothing but how meh the season or the series is. And most of the people out there that talk about it, you make this sound like it's a typical first season for a show. This is mid-run form, what we got in this episode. There's so, I mean, you guys should see my notes here. You guys saw how much I had to stop and take, well, the YouTube folks did and Patreon folks did, how much I had to stop and take notes. And I mean, the messages, oh, I cannot wait to get to dive into this one, Jeff. There's so much to chew on. Listen, I'm going to tell you what, Crusade has had the best Techno Mage episode in the entire Babylon 5 franchise. This was a fan-freaking-tastic episode and set it like a Western. Oh my gosh, how great was that? I truly loved this episode. Great episode. And I'm just going to be sad to know that it stops soon. Oh, well, it's all right. You know what? We're going to enjoy it for what we get. We're going to enjoy it for what we get out of it. So with that, I'm going to jump out of here now. Hey, you guys be sure to like this video, like the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're always coming back to check out more of what we have going on here at Babylon 5 for the first time. We got Stargate for the first time, Crusade for the first time, so much other stuff happening and lots of stuff in the works. There's lots of stuff in the pipeline that we have coming on. So hey, listen, you guys want to do that, head over to Patreon. Like we said, if you want the full unedited versions of all these videos, just remember, I make mine for YouTube. Jeff makes his for Patreon. There is a difference in how we work. And there's lots of other stuff you can get. So with that, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And until Monday, take care.